Hello everybody and welcome to my kitchen. This is your cooking class and I am so excited for today, not only because it's the season launch day, our brand new catalog, the spring summer catalog has just launched, but I have four fantastic hosts in here today. Megan and Rebecca, Jamie and Lisa. So thank you so much to my lovely hosts for choosing me and inviting all your friends to learn a little bit more about Epicure. Before I get into my big spiel, I did want to pop one thing in the microwave because this is going to take 8 minutes. So this is our multi-purpose steamer, which I'll talk a little bit about in a minute. And I've just put in 1 cup of basmati rice and 2 cups of water. So it's not cooked yet. And I'm going to add a little bit of flavor. Normally I would add a broth, maybe our miso broth or our nourish broth. But today, because it's the new catalog, I'm going to be adding 1 tablespoon of the feisty greens. I know it's not a broth, but it's delicious. I love it. Well, we're going to be using it in a different way also today. So I'm just going to put that all in there. Stir it up, and then I'm going to put that in the microwave for 8 minutes. That's it. I could probably do 6 or 7, but I want to make sure that it's done. Don't want to have to wait around. So I'm going to put that in there, and then I will start with a little bit more talking. There we go. And I'm back. So I could have done that ahead of time. Many times I'll put that in and it'll be finishing up just as I'm going live, but I honestly wanted you to see that it's not smoke and mirrors, that it really does take 8 minutes and you don't have to watch the pot. It's not gonna boil over or have like rice stuck to the bottom of your pot that you have to scrub off. The silicone multi-purpose steamer is food grade silicone. Nothing sticks to it, nothing leaches into your food. It's completely safe. And with that seal, it steam cooks everything. It's amazing. So, hello everybody. My name is Courtney Cardy and I'm an Epicure consultant. I'm so happy you could join me here today. I am super excited, as I said, about this new catalog. So grab your glass of wine. I know I have mine because I cook with wine in my food and to drink. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and let me do all the work. If you can really call this work, because it's so easy and I get to eat all the food when we're done. So that's one good perk of the job. So as I said, our new catalog has just launched. If you haven't had a chance to look at any of the posts, I do have them all numbered 1 through 9. So you can go back and just look at some of the information. On one of those posts is our never ever list. It's also in the front of our catalog. And it is a list of ingredients that we will never ever put in any of our food. Artificial colors, sweeteners, corn syrup. What else have we got here? There are no nuts in any of our food. We are 100% gluten-free. You know, like all these things I can't even pronounce what they are. Take a look at that never ever list. We are very, very low allergen, and we label obviously all of our allergens on our jars. Everything's all labeled. We are 100% transparent with all of our ingredients. Low sodium, low sugar. Many of our foods are kosher, vegan friendly. What am I missing? Non-GMO project certified. And it's all delicious. So Epicure does not compromise on taste. They source the best ingredients from across the globe to make sure it is high quality, but also delicious. And then also we've got our CEO and our founder, Sylvie Rochette, and her daughter Amelia is our CEO. So this is a family-owned company, started 24 and a half years ago, almost 25 years ago. And Sylvie just started creating blends because she needed a quick and easy meal done for her family that she knew was healthy. So she started blending spices. And it blossomed into this company where we have so much more than just spices. We've got cookware and all sorts of amazing items. So let's get to the food. First thing, we got our rice in there. So already, there's only 5 minutes to go. Next thing we've got here, we've got some chicken. So today we're gonna make teriyaki chicken dragon boats. So I've just cut up some chicken breasts. I had 3 chicken breasts in here, cut them up. There is nothing added, no water, no oil, nothing, just the chicken. And I'm gonna be adding 2 tablespoons of the teriyaki seasoning. So this is one of our summer products. It's returning from last year. Delicious. It pairs really nicely with all of our Asian flavors. Oh, where's my other one? There it is. Need to get my other one that's not wet. So if you're looking at the Asian kit, this would be a great complement for it. It also comes in, hold on, there's a couple collections that I wanted to mention too. So I'm just gonna put in 2 tablespoons of the teriyaki glaze. So I'm using it just as a, not as a glaze necessarily, but more as a seasoning. And in here we've got organic cane sugar, so that'll really sweeten it up. But there's also garlic, sesame, ginger, organic tamari powder, red bell peppers and chives. So it's a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy. So I'm gonna mix all that up. And then once the rice is done, I'll pop this in. And this will only take 3 to 4 minutes. It really takes no time at all. Okay. And if you're popping up questions and I don't get to them, don't worry. I will be answering all of your questions afterwards. So if I don't get to them during the live, I will answer them. Oh, and I also want to add a little bit of soy sauce in here too. It says half a tablespoon, but that looks about right. And with Epicure, you can customize to your liking. So if you don't like soy sauce, you want to put some sesame oil in here instead, or you don't have soy sauce, you don't have to put it in. And you can make as much or as little as you'd want. So if you were making our dry glaze, which is on the back here, or our teriyaki sauce, you could cut the recipe in half if you didn't need all that much. So all of our jars have recipes on them, but also on epicure.com you could go and find any recipe you need. Just type in the ingredient you have and up pops a ton of recipes. So we're gonna leave that there and wait for the, I'll move that out of the way, for the rice to be done. So the teriyaki is in our Good Barbecue Real Fast kit. So we have 3 standard meal kits, Good Food Real Fast meal kits. We have Mexican, Asian, Greek, and this summer collection we have the barbecue collection. So that teriyaki's there, Montreal steak spice, and O Canada. If you know Epicure, you know O Canada is a fan favorite. So this one is super sweet. It's got maple, oh my gosh, so many. Garlic, onion, sea salt, herbs, black pepper, maple syrup. It's amazing. So this would also be good on the chicken, but I chose teriyaki instead. And then we've also got another collection, which is fantastic, that the teriyaki comes in. It is called the Simple Summer collection. It's right here. And it is so exclusive now. There's a few items that are only available in this collection. One of them is our red pepper jelly, which I don't even have yet because they didn't even let us have any. It's that exclusive. So this is a great collection. If you are familiar with Epicure and you want to try all the new stuff, this has 5 of the new items, 3 returning favorites, and some other really great summer seasonings. So, a little bit more about that later. Next thing we're gonna do is make our feisty green sauce. So this is gonna kind of drizzle on top of everything. I call this a creamy, spicy pesto. So it's got Parmesan cheese in it. So it's not, this one's not vegan. It does have dairy. Oh, what else is in here? Garlic, herbs, jalapeno, organic lime powder, cane sugar, and matcha green tea, which gives it its green color. So I'm gonna make our dressing in our cup prep bowls. So these little prep bowls come as a set of 4. Little glass bowls with a silicone lid, great for stacking. They have measurements on the side, so milliliters or cups, and obviously this, if it's full, it's a single cup. So this is great. You don't have to use a measuring tool to make anything. You just pop it in there, and there goes my rice. So I'm going to say, now what does this say? These are brand spanking new, so I have to look at the recipe. We need to do a tablespoon of the mix and a half a cup of mayo. So, and if you didn't want mayo, you could use Greek yogurt. You could do half mayo, half Greek yogurt. You could use a coconut yogurt if you were, well, I mean, this is not vegan. No, it's got eggs in it. Of course, it's not vegan. But yes, you could customize to whatever your needs are. So that's about a half a cup. And then a tablespoon of the feisty greens. It's my official favorite of the new catalog. It's a brand new item and we love it, as I've made it as an olive oil, almost like a pesto, but used this instead. And I made it into a cream sauce. Delicious. And I think we need some lime juice in there. Yes, we do. So I'm gonna mix it up with my mini whisk, which is perfect for little hands or just these little jobs. I'm gonna add some of the water. It does say add water too, to kind of thin it out a little bit to make it more of a sauce. Let me just do that. Said about 2 tablespoons, but I think that was about 2 tablespoons. And with all of our spices, everything's dehydrated, so it's best to mix it all up maybe 5 to 10 minutes before you're gonna wanna use it, so that all those flavors come out. That all of those spices rehydrate and all of the flavors are there. Okay, this is our fantastic chef knife. It's ceramic, comes with the guard. Ceramic is stronger and sharper than stainless steel. So this is a 6-inch stain-resistant, rust-proof blade. What was I talking about? The handle is a suede finish, so it's not going to slip out of your hands, especially if your hands are wet. It's really comfortable. And watch, it is designed specifically for those soft fruits and veggies. We'll get the rice in 1 sec. I just want to finish. Nothing that's too hard, nothing with like a butternut squash with a hard rind or anything with bones, but it'll slice right through those tiny little tomatoes and not squash it and get your limes cut perfectly. Let me take out the rice and put in the chicken. Now I could have done the chicken in a skillet. I'm choosing to do it in the microwave just because it's easy, then I don't have to worry about the skillet behind me. But you could totally cook the chicken on the skillet, you could barbecue the chicken, and you can use our steamers in the oven as well. So you can, any of the recipes, maybe not the rice, but any food that you can cook in the microwave, you can cook it in the steamer in the oven. Aha. One of my favorites, you saw my favorite list. This is our 2-in-1 citrus press. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of lime juice to our feisty green. So it has a lime compartment, lemon compartment, and when you have your limes, you put them in cut side down, because that's where the holes are. Otherwise, you're gonna end up squirting yourself in the eye. And then you just, let's see if you can see this against my shirt. All that from half of a lime. And that lime was kind of wrinkly. So these are amazing. And what it ends up doing is it flips your lime inside out. So it just kind of forces all that lime juice out, which is amazing. And I think I need to save my lime for a little later. So we're gonna let this sauce kind of rehydrate. Oh man, I spilled a little. Is the steamer available in different sizes? So we do have different steamers, yes. We have our multi-purpose steamer is our large one. It holds about 14 cups. It's, let me just put that over here. So the multi-purpose steamer is great for families, 4 to 5 people. And we do have a smaller one, and it's called our rectangular steamer, and it's great for 1 to 2 people. There's the steam, and before I even stir it up. So you can see it's all cooked. I should have done it for less time and let it sit, but you can see that nothing is sticking to the bottom. It's completely done. A tiny bit of moisture, but leave the lid on and the rice will just absorb the rest of that moisture. So it's perfect every time. Many, many customers call this their purple rice cooker because they use it strictly for rice. I love it for potatoes, to make potato salad, or parboil your potatoes and then roast them or put them on the barbecue. It just cooks them faster. Love it. So that's the multi-purpose steamer. It comes with a tray. So you saw the post with the bacon. So I cooked the bacon on the tray in the steamer with the lid on. And approximately a minute a slice. But if you want crispy bacon, then maybe a little more. You could also section off and put your protein on the bottom and your veggies on top. Or you could use this as a vented lid. Some people like to use this instead of the sealed lid for their rice. They put this in and it prevents the boil over. But I found that just less time and letting it sit to rest is perfect. So I'm going to show you that other steamer just because you were wondering. So this is our rectangular steamer. It's about the same size as a traditional loaf pan. Comes with the lid. All of our steamers have little venting holes. This one just has one. So this is great for one person meal. You can put a chicken breast, some veggies, and steam it all together like this for 2-3 minutes in the microwave and you've got dinner. You can make single serve popcorn. Just put the kernels in, no oil, and in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes. Great for traveling. These things fold, they're very flexible. Great for kids off to school. You could do like eggs in here, like a huge batch of scrambled eggs. It's amazing. All right, so our chicken, that was my rice one. I'll use my tongs to see if the chicken is sizzling. And it is done. So that was 4 minutes. So all the juices are in the bottom there. So you can't really see. I don't want it to spill all over the place. So what it does and how it works is the juices from within the food, so best for veggies and meats like this, it steam cooks. So as long as you have the full seal, it'll steam cook in the microwave. And you can, this is food grade silicone. All of our silicone is dishwasher safe, oven safe up to 445, pardon me, microwave safe and freezer safe. So, and it cleans up so nicely that you really don't need to put it in the dishwasher. But a lot of the time I will, because I don't want to stand in doing the dishes. So this smells amazing. Now, I don't want all that juice there because I'm gonna be mixing in some sweet and spicy mustard. So, silly me. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pop over to the sink and I'm just gonna bend my lovely steamer like this and pour out the juice. And there we go. And nothing came out. So I'm gonna be adding the sweet and spicy mustard. So we have honey mustard and we have sweet and spicy mustard that has come back from last season. So I'm gonna add about a tablespoon and just put that all over the chicken. It's gonna be amazing. You can mix these two together to make a dressing. You can make like a mustard dressing. You can use it as a glaze, a marinade. So many different uses. Oh my God, it smells so good. I can't believe I get to eat this. Definitely one of the perks of the job for sure is getting to eat all the food I make for everyone. Okay, so we've got our feisty green sauce, our rice is done, our chicken's done. I need a drink. How spicy is the mustard? Good question, let's try. It's got a kick to it. Yeah, depends on if you like spice. I'm more of a medium spice, like anything higher than medium and I say no thank you. So that would probably be about my max. It's a medium spice. It's not hot at all. So depends on everyone's spice levels different. All right, so the last thing on our to-do list, oh no, I have to do my veggies. That's what I forgot. I tucked them away over there and forgot all about them. Poor veggies. Ooh, but this is fun. I get to show you one of my favorite tools. The mandolin. Does anyone know how to play a mandolin? Okay, so I'm just going to top my chicken with some shredded veggies, but who wants to stand here and slice little julienne carrots or tiny thin slices of cucumber? I don't want to do that. But this thing makes it super easy. So it's a 4-in-1 mandolin because it has 4 of these plates. So when there's a 6x6 slice, julienne, pardon me. I've made shoestring fries with this. Awesome. And this is our 3x3 julienne. And this is what we're going to use for our carrot. And then it has 2 slicers, a thick one and a thinner one. And I want to use the thinner slice. So our mandolin has a nice silicone handle, really easy to grip. It comes with these little silicone feet so that it doesn't slip. And this little groove here sits right over top of a bowl or a pot so that you can slice right inside your bowl. So I've got, where's my Y peeler? Just have to peel my carrot. Forgot to do that, but that's all right. I'm gonna go over here. So our Y peeler, it's called a Y peeler because it looks like a Y. It has these little nubs here for taking the eye out of the potato or any kind of bad spot you want. You just carve it right out. The swivel head is great for left or right-handed people. And it actually, I'll show you with the other carrot because this one's too small. Cut that off. But you can shave this way or that way, and it does both. So it's pretty cool and at a great price point too. Easy. It's the best peeler I've got. So with our mandolin, it comes with a guard. If you're holding like a huge onion or something, you don't need to use the guard until you get down to it. But you just want to put, and it has these teeth here. So you just put your veggie in there, and then there's these arrows along the side that tell you which way to go. So if you go this way, you're going to be shaving plastic into your food, which I have done. You can tell by the bottom of this when I was learning. And we're just going to I'm going to do it right on top of here because that's easier. It doesn't slip as much. There we go. And there we have some perfect little julienne French fries. Carrots. Not French fries. So as you're slicing, you're just pushing down on this button and come on out, you. There we go. And then it pushes the veggie right down. So then we're gonna switch the blade out and put my slicer in for the radishes and the cucumber. And of course, I'm making a big old mess because that's the way I roll. All right, so now I've got my radishes and my slicer. So they just pop right in. And this is the thin slice. So look how thin that is. It's like paper thin. No way I would have been able to do that so precisely. Done that so quick. And then same thing with the cucumber. So if you're holding a long cucumber, you don't have to use the guard. Unless you really are accident prone and then you want to use the guard. You don't want to be losing any fingers. So fun. That's so fun to do. Okay, that should be enough. Put away all my stuff. And then we're gonna get to the fun part, the sangria. And then at the end, I'll throw everything together and show you what it looks like. Any other questions? Yes, everyone needs this fancy tool. And honestly, if you were to go to like a fancy store and get a mandolin, the price point is insane. Epicure's is very, very affordable and it's great. I haven't found a use that I use it all the time and it always makes the job easier. I'm gonna wipe my counter. Okay. Now we're gonna get on to the fun stuff. So this morning I made some tea, our hibiscus bliss tea. So I just boiled it in the pot. I had 6 cups of water, 3 of our hibiscus bliss tea bags, and I just kind of warmed the water, boiled the water, and added 2 tablespoons of sugar just to sweeten it a little bit. You don't have to add the sugar, but I did. So I essentially made some iced tea, but I'm gonna turn that iced tea into a sangria. Take my lid. So I'm gonna just add to here, I'm gonna make a big batch because I like sangria, and you know, who doesn't love it? So I'm gonna add my wine, but if you did wanna keep it alcohol-free, you could add some sparkling water, lemonade. We're gonna add wine. I'll do a little bit of that, and then I'll add some sparkling water to it as well. And then I've got some frozen strawberries, so you can add anything you want. Sangria is great that way. You can add whatever you want to it. And then I've got some orange and lime slices. Just gonna cut up. My mint for later. Where'd my knife go? There you are. So this, you'll see how amazing this knife is. So we'll just slice a few slices of my blood orange I grabbed today. Few of those. Yes, who doesn't love a cocktail, right? Not everybody's a dessert fan, but most everyone is a cocktail fan. And even this recipe, you could make it into a non-alcoholic recipe, so it's for everybody. Sangria is for everybody. These are pretty big. I'm gonna cut these in half. Woohoo. And there we are. So then normally you would let this sit, you would add your sparkling water, and then you'd have a lovely sangria. I've got my lovely mason jar instead of a wine glass. Oh, I want some of those to come out. No, don't do that. I'll use my ladle. There, I want a lemon slice. Come here, buddy. There's one. Some strawberry. And I made these really cool ice cubes. I want to show you. 1 second. So I used our Perfect Petites pan, and I froze some fruit and mint inside to make fancy ice cubes for my sangria. So you just pop them right out, and these fold right inside out. So this is right out of the freezer. So cute, right? And then you just put those in your sangria. So I'll see if I can get closer and show you how easily they come out. So you can, any of these silicone goes in the freezer, and you just fold it right inside out. So I can just put these in a little bag. I pop them all out, put them in a little bag, and anytime I want to have a drink with some frozen fruits in there, I've got this. Close the door. And then finish it off with a sprig of mint. And there's your summer cocktail. Let me see if it's any good. Amazing. That is really good. And it's nice and light too. I didn't put in as much wine as I probably should have, you know. But it's delicious. And I'm gonna just throw together our dragon boats. So I just have 2 iced romaine lettuce leaves, kind of back to back so that nothing falls out. You could use a bun if you wanted. Instead of having the rice in it, you could just put the chicken and the veggies in a bun, like a panini bun or something. But I really like lettuce wraps and lettuce boats. Okay, so we've got our chicken here and our rice. I put the rice in first. Yeah, perfect. I'm so excited. This is gonna be my dinner, yay. So wasn't that easy? I mean, if I wasn't talking, this would have taken me, I mean, the rice took 8 minutes. If I wasn't talking to you, I would have been done in about 10 minutes, the whole meal. So the steamers really do cut your time in half or more from typical oven cooking or on the stovetop. And there's our chicken. Ooh, I've overloaded that one with rice. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. And then my feisty green sauce and my veggies. So this is a great way to get more veggies. Definitely making lettuce wraps instead of a sandwich. Portioning out all of your carbs in your chicken. All right. We'll just sprinkle all that on. No rules, do whatever. And of course, use whatever vegetables that you have at home. You could put some onions if you had maybe pickled onions or however you like. Gonna put it all in there. All right, and then we're going to drizzle that with our feisty green sauce, which has been left to hydrate. Now it is a little thicker than a sauce, but it's amazing. There we go. And let's see, I'll be taking pictures and post them. So there you have it. Delicious. Can't wait to try that. And that's pretty much it, everybody. I mean, just over half an hour. I didn't go too far over half an hour. So you could get dinner on the table in under 20 minutes with Epicure's silicone cookware and all of our meal solutions. It really is simplifying everything in the kitchen. Myself, I started using Epicure because I didn't really know how to cook very much. I was very unsure in the kitchen, and this took the guesswork out of it. You don't have to go and buy 18,000 spices to make one dish and then have all these spices left over and go, what do I do with them? Or buy a jar of marinara sauce, use half of it, and then it goes bad in your fridge. All of our spices are dehydrated. You use what you want, when you want, and you don't have to think about it. The recipe's on the package. Or if you're really adventurous in the kitchen, you can go off-label and use all these lovely spice blends in a completely different way, and it's still delicious. Good for you. So if you know anybody that, has to watch their sugar or salt intake, or maybe has celiac disease and they need to have gluten-free food, we are definitely a great solution for that. Oh, let me have some more of this. That is refreshing. That's gonna be my new summer drink right there. That's amazing. So I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you really, really enjoyed this and you want to have this for yourself, the business opportunity is amazing. Honestly, I did not know what to expect. I joined Epicure because I needed something for me to do that wasn't being a mom or being a wife. I needed something to do. And then it just took off. And you know what? It's so fun. You meet so many lovely people, such a supportive community, and I would love to share that with you too. So please connect with me if this is something that you think you would love to do. If you want to be one of my lovely hosts, you can see that Megan, Rebecca, Jamie, and Lisa are all going to be enjoying some free and half off items, and that could be you too. So connect with me if you'd like to host your own party, and I would cook for you and your friends. If you choose to host in the month of May, you can use your host benefits to purchase the business kit. This is only allowed a handful of times. So the business kit itself is $125. You could get that at half price or even more. So if this is something you think about doing but aren't really sure, why not host a party, grab the business kit, and give it a go? And if those aren't for you, you know, Epicure can be enjoyed 3 different ways: our wonderful business opportunity, our fabulous host rewards program, or our great food. And if you want to place your order, just use my link tree, choose your host from the drop-down menu, and shop away. I really, really hope you enjoyed yourselves. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great evening.